It's known as one of the best dune festivals in the world.
I've gone to a lot of different places and done a lot of different dune festivals, and I have to tell you, this is one of the best.
For 5 days, over 10,000 riders come from all over the country to take part in the festivities and races in this beautiful part of the Pacific Northwest, the Oregon Dunes National Recreation Area. Welcome to the 2006 Oregon Dune Fest, presented by the Reed Sport Winchester Bay Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome to Dune Fest 2006. I'm Karen Osborne, and over this next half hour, we're going to take you through the exciting sights and sounds of the events, the fans, the people, the food. So come along for the ride.
The Oregon Dunes is a national recreation area that spans 42 miles of gorgeous Oregon coastline. It boasts some of the highest dunes in the United States and is enjoyed by over 1.5 million off-road enthusiasts every year. The Oregon Dune Fest is held annually at the beginning of August in Winchester Bay, just south of Reedsport. In addition to great fishing and crabbing, the area has gained notoriety as an off-roading recreational wonderland. For 5 days, over 10,000 people get to participate in the main events of sand drags, Grand Prix, and motocross racing. Many other events keep families and individuals busy from sunrise to after sunset. When racers are not competing, they go out to the sand to enjoy endless trails and vast open dunes for hours of adventure. After the track shut down, the festival creates great nightlife and activities for the entire family. Special performances by a highly skilled stunt team, the Bomb Squad, entertain the audience with their amazing jumps and flips. After sunset, a huge bonfire keeps everyone warm as they enjoy video games on the big screen and dancing on the main stage.
We are here with Dennis Cox, the world's leading ATV magazine, Dirt Wheels. How are you doing today?
Oh, very good. This is another beautiful day up here in paradise, as they like to say up here in Oregon.
So is this your first time to Dune Fest?
Yeah, this is my first time up here for the official Dune Fest. I gotta say, this is one of the best ATV events in the world, and I've gone to a lot of different places and done a lot of different Dune festivals, and I have to tell you, this is one of the best.
Wow.
If not the best.
Well, that's good to hear. So you think the dunes are great here in Oregon?
Yeah, these are the most scenic dunes, I think, anywhere. I can't think of any place else you can go ride with beautiful pine trees in the background, cutting a trail through the woods, and then come out in the wide open dunes and shift up a few gears. This is awesome. It's got it all. I've been to places that have more technically challenging dunes in wider, bigger areas, but this has such a good combination, and it's so family friendly. I can't emphasize enough how good it is to bring the family out here. We've had fantastic weather here. I can't recommend this enough. It's one of the best dune festivals in the world. The cool thing is you can take your kids and you can enter them in there's a little drag race, and it's perfectly safe. There's a cross-country race, there's a motocross race, there's the father-son, mom-daughter relay race. There's just so many events that make this what it is. And of course the people. The people running this are really good folks, and there's just so much to do.
Well, thank you so much, Dennis. We are excited to have you here. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Well, I have, and I shall. Thank you very much.
You.
The 3 events offered are the sand drag races, Grand Prix, and motocross. Each event offers intense racing opportunities, either at speed or agility. The events are designed with many classes for racing, including beginner and expert, engine sizes and makes, and some including races just for women and children. These races could not be made possible without the involvement of several great Dune Fest sponsors.
We're with Chris Conradi with Alba Action Sports.
Yeah, that's correct.
You're one of the big sponsors here at the Dune Fest. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. You know, actually, it's been a really fun event for us to get involved with. It's an event where you've got a lot of families coming out here, and you've got everything from the dads going on the crazy bonsai run to the kids going on the family run. You've got the bomb squad stuff going on at the stage. You've got dancing. You've got bonfire. I mean, it is totally a family event, and it's really fun for that.
So as Alba Action Sports, what is the most popular product that you guys have?
You know, right now we just came out with a line of graphics kits. And we actually have about 50 or 60 different graphic kits that we've manufactured. But what we realized is that there wasn't anyone really making graphic kits for women. So this year, one of the graphics kits, like the one we're sitting on here, we designed these kits made specifically for women. They're pink and black. They've got kind of a swirly, kind of a girl with an attitude image. And we even made some clothing to match these new graphics kits because, you know, the stylish woman wants to match her quad, you know, so that's
I understand
what it's all about.
So you'd say that the Dune Fest is a pretty great place to be?
Absolutely. I'd say it's a huge success, and I think it's a lot of fun. And I think this is going to be one of the main events in the country to come to at this time of year because it's really off the hook.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Have fun for the rest of the week.
Thank you so much. I'm great to be here.
Thanks.
The Sand Drag Strip is a 300-foot track officially started by the computer-activated light tree in the middle of the track. Infrared lights, accurate to 1 millisecond, monitor the vehicles as they finish the race. To win the event, racers must win at least 4 or more races in a row in his or her bracket. A lot of work goes into preparing the track. Bulldozers work the sand before the event to even out the dunes for the races. Even during the races, the track has to be smoothed out after every 8 or 9 heats. This downtime is a perfect opportunity to catch up with a few riders waiting in the start line.
So Jerry, tell us what you've done to your bike to make it fast.
It's all custom chassis, and it's custom pro drag bike motors. It's a pretty good combination.
Okay, so Jerry, are you the only one out here at this Dune Fest?
No, my whole family, grandkids, everybody races. So we've got 9 bikes total, so we're all racing. It's a family deal for us. We started a race team, and everybody participates.
Wow, so who would you say is the fastest?
My son.
He's beating you?
By far, yeah.
The sand drag races are promoted by the American Sand Drag Association. Because of their long history, expert oversight on racing conditions, and creating fair rules for the sport, the ASDA is considered by many to be the NASCAR of sand drag racing. The races at Dune Fest are only one of 12 races they promote each year. In addition to standard drag racing, the track is reconfigured for several other races, including the slalom race, where a competitor gets the chance to race his ATV around the cones and berms. It's not as easy as it looks. The slalom takes just the right mix of speed and agility. One wrong move, and you're out of the running. The team relay race is also held on the drag track. A group of 4 riders work together to transport a relay ring around the track, then break for the finish line in one straight shot. To give everyone the chance to drag race, special kids races are set up on the track. Dads and moms eagerly point out how to know when to start and how to maneuver the track for a win. Once they're on their own, the kids begin to fall in love with the thrill and speed of drag racing.
We're here with Gary, Tiffany, and Chelsea here with TVI Power and Sports. Tell us about your time here at the Dune Fest.
It's a great time. This is the best year ever. We've been involved for 5 years. It just keeps getting better.
Tell us about Chelsea. Does Chelsea actually ride?
Chelsea actually rides. She's been riding since she was about 4 months old.
Why do you like to sponsor the Dune Fest?
It's a great event. I've seen it change into more of a family affair, and I really support that. That's great for the industry. Anything we can do to get the family more involved is good for everybody.
All right, well, Chelsea, thank you so much for being here. And Gary, thanks so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your week.
The next main event at the Dune Fest is the Full Bore Innovations and Pro Moto Promotions Grand Prix. The course is an all-natural terrain with some modified sections, some tight sections, and some open sections. The competitor who has the most laps at the end of an hour is declared the winner. The last main event is the Motocross, sponsored by Full Bore Innovations and Pro Moto Promotions. It's similar to the Grand Prix, but without the running start, and the laps are shorter and the pace is faster. Instead of one race to find the winner, each participant races twice, and the total points determines the champion. A new addition to this year's events is the Full Bore Side-by-Side UTV Nationals held on the Grand Prix course. A two-person team maneuvers the track. It's not quite as fast as the ATVs, but it's just as challenging and fun.
So we're here with Dick Pickett with Guarantee RV, which is one of the great sponsors here of the Dune Fest. How are you doing today?
Doing great, thank you. We're excited to be here.
Now I hear that you guys are one of the largest in the entire nation.
We are one of the largest dealers in the nation. We're a full-line dealer. We have 26 service bays in Junction City as well as some other locations.
So does that kind of make it one of the fun things about being a sponsor for the Dune Fest, the fact that a lot of people use motorhomes for the toys, that type of thing?
Many people pull their trailers and have different venues that they can play on the sand, but motorhomes are a common theme that they stay in and go from one place to another. So we support family venues, we support retirement venues. We have from the very small Class A's clear through the larger Class A's, and of course we have a full line of Class C's too for people just starting out.
Wow, so it sounds like you guys have it all. So Guarantee RV is a great sponsor of this Dune Fest, it looks like. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
We're here with Terry Wilmoth, one of the wonderful coordinators of this whole event. Terry, tell me a little bit about what it takes to put one of these events together.
Well, first it's a year-long commitment. We will actually start putting together the next Dune Fest almost as soon as the current one ends. People throw out ideas on the table. Everything's just really just tabletop discussions, and then we just build from it. And each month that goes by up until the actual event, we'll just it'll be a building process. But it does take a full year. This is not something that just happens within 2 or 3 months.
So have you been to other events, and if so, how does it compare to the Dune Fest here in Oregon?
Well, I've been to a couple events. I've been to Sand Mountain, a couple shows in California. But when it comes to sand events, I haven't seen one that it's as well coordinated or as really as large as this one. This one, from my understanding, this year broke 10,000 folks, which is a lot of people to be out there in the dunes.
Is there anything that you feel is a draw to people outside of Oregon?
I think the best way to answer that is probably that we have sand. We have a lot of it. Where else can you go and do the tree shoots where the trees actually grow out of the sand? That's a big draw for a lot of folks that to make the trek. I mean, we have people all the way from Ohio, I know for a fact, that came here, Arizona and so forth. It is the sand. It is definitely the community. In my honest opinion, Oregonians are, by far the most hospitable people, and they support the sport that we all love. I mean, 100%.
Besides the main events, there are a number of other activities happening throughout the week to keep everyone busy. On the first morning of Dune Fest, the Alba Racing Team turns up the grill and beats the batter to serve fresh pancakes on a first-come, first-served basis. This free food draws out just about everyone at Dune Fest. The first big event for the kids is the Team Alba RV Corral Treasure Hunt. A tarp is put on the sand and hundreds of coins and treasure box keys are put down, then covered with sand. When it's time to begin, there's no stopping the kids from going crazy on the treasure pit. The coins are great to find for the kids, but for the parents, the most exciting goal is for their children to find the keys. These open up the treasure chest, which contains special prizes, including a new children's quad. Once a key is found, a parent checks to see if it fits a lock on each treasure box. Some keys don't work, and some do. For this little guy, he seems more disappointed to be taken away from the treasure pit, but I'm sure he'll grow to appreciate his new quad very soon. The next exciting event for kids is the Team Alba Adult Kid and U.S. Army Relay Race. Kids 12 and under are allowed to pick an adult partner and a mini quad.
Go!
When the race starts, each partner must race one lap around the course. Then swap riders until the duo finishes 6 laps.
Come on, Morgan, go, baby, go!
The quad must be 90 cc's or less, so maneuvering the course takes patience and skill.
Winner, Dan and Jessica, the Adult Kid Relay.
Backed by popular demand, Team Alba and Harry Ritchie's put together the adult treasure hunt. In this game, official riders are posted in the dunes with bright vests to mark the hiding spots. Treasures are buried in the shallow sand in the immediate vicinity of each marked rider. There can be more than one prize per location, so hunters need to keep looking until every treasure is found. For the owners of the bigger ATVs who want to prove something, Team Alba and Warren Industries designed an event to test true brawn, the ATV tug of war.
How you doing? My name is Mike Quell here at 2006 Dune Fest, getting ready for the Team Alba Warren Tug of War competition. Dune Fest 2006, woo!
Hi, my name is Anthony and I'm going into the tug of war and not really too prepared for it. Just going to see what I can do up against somebody else, try my best and see what I can do.
It looks like there's a pretty good competition. The other bikes look like they're going to probably smoke me, but I'm going to probably maybe kick some dust on somebody and hopefully get somebody dirty.
At first you might think the stronger chassis might pull the guts out of the weaker ATV, but not when you take into account two things: gravity and the instability of sand. Each contestant tries their own special techniques, or even a special ATV. When it's all said and done, the winners may have only won by a few inches. The Team Alba Temporary Insanity Safari Run is the final game. The Safari Run gets riders out on the open dunes. Individuals buy game cards, then they have 4 hours to visit 5 sites around the dunes. Once they get to a site, they flip over one card from the deck. After visiting the 5 sites, they look to see if they have a combination of cards in the right order. The best combination wins the game. For those quad owners with snazzy-looking bikes, the Mod Quad Show and Shine is just for them. It's the chance to see who's got the hottest, baddest, shiniest, and all-around best-looking sand shredder. There are numerous categories to enter and multiple chances to win trophies and prizes. A panel of 4 judges carefully peruses around each bike and decides which are the top 2 in each category. With so many good-looking bikes, choosing the top 2 can be a real challenge.
It's hard to choose. There's so many nice bikes. It's really hard to pick the best. They're all really nice, so it is tough, but we're getting it done.
Once chosen, the bikes are then brought up on stage, and the audience decides the first and second place winners.
Hey, you know how it works. We're doing audience participation. When they hold up the clipboard in front of the bike, you scream as loud as you can if that's the bike you're voting for. 1, 2, 3, go!
A popular area to pick out clothing, safety gear, ATV accessories, or Dune memorabilia is the vendor fair, or as we like to call it, Vendor Row. Vendor Row is also a place to get a bite to eat. Dream about buying the best ATV on the market or choosing popular sand apparel.
We are here at one of the most popular booths at Vendor Row. Got Sand. Pete is here and he's doing an amazing job. They've got wonderful hats. They've got these sweatshirts here. A great show here in Vendor Row with the Got Sand.
Well, I didn't air down. I was cruising on through here in two-wheel drive, thought I could do it. Came up the hill, started getting a little stuck, so I put it in four-wheel drive and hit this soft patch here, just got a little buried. And, well, I guess next time I'll know to air down instead of running 60 PSI on my tires. How long is it going to take you to get it out? Hopefully pretty soon here, but I don't know. Hopefully.
Coordinating Dune Fest presents some special logistical challenges, especially when it comes to lodging. There's limited space for the 10,000 people who camp in the Dune Fest area.
That was probably the single most difficult thing for us to do. This area of the sand wasn't exactly designed for the level of camping. So the Dune Fest committee worked really hard to try to set up, establish camping areas on the sand. They provided heavy equipment to pull motor coaches, campers, things where people can't typically get out there. It's not an easy task, and none of them, of course, provide, water or, any of the septic services. So they bring in, the typical porta potties and everything else to try to make our stay comfortable. And the nice thing about it is that all these places you're actually camping with, folks that all have the same love for what you do. I mean, you could walk next door at any given time and talk about, what we call bench racing and how'd you do, or how slow did you sound, or gee, I really, put it to you, aren't you sad, and things like that. But it's just a nice, community thing to be camp together like that. And that's one of the nice things about camping in such close proximity with each other.
One of the most popular events at Dune Fest is the stunt show provided by H-Bomb Films and the Bomb Squad.
There today?
Felt pretty good, the wind wasn't too much of a factor, but it's just a combination of the loose sand coming up to the ramp. It's a little slick, but other than that, had a good crowd. So
you guys do a lot of acrobat type stuff. Does it take a lot of preparation, obviously working out and practices? What does that take?
Mainly a lot of practice. I mean, you got to have a lot of time on the ramp, to learn these different tricks and stuff.
So who do you think your biggest fans are, the kids or the adults?
Probably the kids. Getting a joy out of seeing them come up, ask for your autograph and stuff like that. That's what makes the show worthwhile.
So how did it feel out there doing those jumps today?
It felt really great. I mean, the crowd was grateful and couldn't turn out any better than what it did.
So do you have to prepare way ahead of time, or what are your practices like?
Basically, all me and my friends like to go out and just ride as much as we can, practice and learn more stuff and push each other as far as we can go.
All right, we're here with VC, the head honcho of the Bomb Squad. Tell us a little bit about the Bomb Squad and what you guys do.
Well, the company's called H-Bomb Films. We've been making ATV-based videos for about 10 years now. It's called the Huevos series. Through the years of making the ATV-based videos, we've built a freestyle team. First team in the world to backflip on quads. Now we have the second guy in the world to backflip on quads. They're called the Bomb Squad.
Well, that's exciting. So how do you guys like to be involved in this big event, the Dune Fest?
Mary from Reedsport Chamber of Commerce and Grant and Jeff from Dune Fest invited us out last year, and the vibe was great. We put on a great show. The crowd loved it. Mary and everybody, Grant, they were all happy with us, so it was a pleasure to get a call a few months back saying, we want you guys
we want you guys to come back out this year and do another event for us. The landing's made out of 100% sand, which is real tough on the riders because when they land, they want to sink in and it wants to compress and throw you over the bars. So it's tougher for these guys out here, but we've made it work.
What do you guys have to do to get ready for each event, the practices, and what do you know, how do you choose what each rider does?
You know, like Christian, we flew him out a few days early and sent him out to Sheldon Riggs's house in Arizona. He's got a 70 by 70 foot by 10 foot deep pit of foam. So you can do all your tricks in the air. That's how all the freestyle motocross guys learn, is into foam pits. You know, because you can't learn to dirt or you're gonna get extremely hurt. You know what I mean? So the other guys, you know, Joe Aerosmith and them came from Red Bluff. You know, you just say, come on out and ride, and what happens, happens. Yeah, just sign the liability form for us, if you would.
We've got a lot of family stuff, a lot of kids. Do you have a lot of kids that look up to you guys, and you kind of look out for that safety?
I think so. You know, we have tons of kids that come up for autographs after the show, and that's what's the neatest thing, is because, you know, that's the future. They see these guys doing this, and they remember that for a long time, and they want to do the same thing when they get bigger. So hopefully when they get a lot bigger.
So you think Dune Fest is a great place for all these kids and families to be?
You know, Dune Fest is different. We're from Southern California, where Glamis is the big place to go. And, you know, Glamis, I don't really like to take my kids there. It's more of a young man's place to go with their quad, and people get crazy out there, and it's not really family oriented. But you come up here, it's a completely different vibe. There's moms and dads running around with their kids. The kids are smiling, having a good time. And we get to go home tomorrow saying, wow, what do we do for a living? You know, this was fun.
Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a good rest of your week.
Cool. Thank you guys. Thanks Dune Fest 2006 for having the Bomb Squad out. We'll see you next year.
During their last show of the week, the Bomb Squad promised one of the most unique and dangerous tricks ever to be performed on an ATV, a full mid-air backflip. Knowing the high risk of the stunt, the rider practices driving up to the ramp several times to test his approach. Then, with the throttle full open, he attempts what's been done only 5 times in ATV stunt history, and never before on sand.
Yeah! Christian Gavin! Let him hear you! Let Christian hear you! Yeah! What a relief, man. It's so great when you see something like that succeed and nobody's hurt. Ladies and gentlemen, from the H-Bomb Films Bomb Squad and Dune Fest 2006, thank you very much for having us out. Hope to see you next year. Thank you, Reedport Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for coming to Dune Fest 2006.
How was the freestyle out there today?
It was awesome. Breathtaking.
Tell us a little bit about it.
I liked it when he did the Superman, the double. It was insane.
Now, is this something you can do?
No.
What did you guys think of the show? Oh, it was great. Way great. It was a good time. It had so much air. So how do you feel about Dune Fest?
I just think it's really awesome. This is my first time, and I just can't believe there's this many people in Winchester Bay.
But the Dune Fest isn't all about racing and slick tricks on your ATV. It's also about helping the local Reedsport Winchester Bay community. Team Alba teamed up with the local Chamber of Commerce to auction off donated products and services to raise money for children's after-school programs. Not only did the auction raise over $4,000, but there were some great opportunities for ATV enthusiasts to purchase some excellent items at low prices. After all the races had been completed, it was time to pass out trophies. After the races and a good supper, many riders took to the dunes to enjoy the last hour of light, often called the magic hour. The last evening of the Dune Fest, the rail cars had the opportunity to show off their power and skill in the first ever Sand Car Jump-Off Invitational. As the sun sets, the main stage becomes a center of activity. Early in the week, kids play video games on the big screen. After hours, the stage turns into a dance floor while DJ Drama plays the latest hits and shows quad stunts on the big screen above the stage. The last 2 evenings of Dune Fest, a giant bonfire is lit. With the cold nights on the coast, the bonfire is a great place to keep warm and meet new friends.
Okay, we're here with Rant from Utah. You guys said you came all the way from Utah, is that right?
Yeah.
So you guys did some racing in this event. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we competed in the Sandfest Relay this year. We came out first in that, and we competed in the first UTVA Nationals for Rhino, and we came out first in that, and today I motocrossed in the 450 beginner and took 4th.
So you're a pretty good racer, actually. So what was the draw to come out here to Oregon all the way from Utah?
Well, we hit a lot of major sand dunes, and this is the last one we haven't hit, so we decided to load up and head on over for a trip, I guess.
Hey, we've had an exciting week here at Dune Fest 2006. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.